Hello everyone, I'm Manoranjan H, Assistant Professor of Commerce, Government First Grade College, Bagepalli. Today we discuss about strategic human resource management prescribed by Bangalore North University for 5th semester BBA. The topic which we are going to discuss today is different factors affecting human resource investment decisions are concerned. In the previous class or a video, we discussed on human resource investment considerations. Today, we'll discuss what are the factors which affect those investment decisions. So the outcome of the particular video or a session is to make you understand the different factors which affect human resource investment decisions are concerned. Let us start. As you can see in this particular slide, these are the investment various factors which affect the human resource investment decisions are concerned. The first one says management value. In this particular slide, you can see three important parameters. One is senior management values and the actions. Just now we discussed the values, management values are concerned. No doubt it is a very important prime factor which affect the investment decisions are concerned with respect to human resource, because they're investing in particular human resource which definitely thinks about the value or objective or a strategy which they are going to look at it. You can see senior man values and actions. Managers need investment orientation towards people. Since they are putting some amount to particular employees, definitely they seek not only return, they also seek the values or what kind of people they generate, morale in the organization, morale to the organization. Definitely it is a very prime factor. So the board of directors or CEO level people, the senior management people, the value creation, they give very much preference and utmost preference be given to the value creation. So definitely it is a prime first factor which affect the investment decision is concerned. The second thing, attitude towards risk. See this particular point explains investment in human resource definitely inherently very riskier with respect to employees are concerned, because we are investing in certain employees and we don't know the attitude which they are going to bring up in future with respect to skill set are concerned, because they have been given proper training and the overall development will be there, the learning platform they have been created, and how far they will contribute to the same we don't know. So the attitude which they are going to render towards the employee HR or a organization is definitely to it is very riskier. So human assets never absolutely owned. Definitely, this we have to accept it, because human assets never be owned. Because as I already told you, once I as an employee, once I get the skill set or get the training, proper training from employee, because they have been invested on me, and if I get the proper training and all, what if I quit the organization and go to some other organization? So it is there is, and my attitude definitely changes, because I got some skill set and knowledge, and I got I've been experienced as well, I've been given proper training, I know the various skill set of the training. And if I go to some other organization for just for the pay hike or something like that, my overall development now definitely this is riskier for an organization. So my attitude definitely is riskier for an organization, considering investment perspective is considered. The third important point is nature of skills needed by employees. See, the more marketable employee skills, the riskier the firm's investment in skill development. It is a very important or hindrance or a barrier to an organization to advertise the skills as well, because once I advertise my skills, my employee skills, there is a chance of going out of the company. The employees may quit the organization and go for some other some organizations will definitely get to know these people are very qualified and skilled, and they definitely offer different compensation benefits or other benefits where these people can knock the doors there. So it is very important factor which affect the human resource investment is concerned. The skills which we present is very important thing. Next we have cost benefit analysis as well. As we can see, uh, it is a very important objective of a human resource manager to analyze the cost and benefit parameter. If I'm investing in a certain amount of money or to any employee or in terms of development of the organization is concerned, the cost plays a very important role, because in the previous presentations we discussed what are the different costs which are incurred with respect to investment is considered, and what is the return which we are going to get from the same cost is being invested for the employees. So the cost benefit analysis definitely impact the investment decisions with respect to human resources concerned. The last one, availability of outsourcing. We also discussed this particular parameter where some companies or organizations will definitely go for outsourcing employees, outsourcing people for training purpose, or to fulfillment of the objectives as concerned. So the availability of outsourcing will also be there. Employees will get the knowledge or trained themselves and quit the organization, go work for some other organization, is also very important factor which affects the investment decisions are concerned. So this you can see with the particular slide which explains the human resource investment considerations, which we already discussed with respect to the top level management values, and followed by risk return investment. What is the risk and return investment considering cost and return parameter? Next, economic rationale, which is purely profitable in nature, and investment and cost parameters, because retaining critical resource is very important nowadays. And the last one is utility theory, which is outsourcing thing, because many organizations like BPOs, the business process outsourcing organizations, some of the government organizations as well as, and many private organizations rendering utility theory nowadays. And these are the important investment considerations which affect the human resource development is concerned. There are other factors which also affects investment in human resources concerned. One is monetary policies. As we already discussed this, because many employees will be given with proper training and all, and they develop the skill set, and the pay scales or a compensation level or a monetary level should be changed in the organization based on the different hierarchies are concerned. Definitely this will affect the human investment is concerned. Next is growth perspective, which we already discussed, because once the employees are being invested more on certain to develop certain skill set in the organization, they will get the particular, they will be trained and they will get the particular skill set, and they make with the organization. So growth perspective will be definitely considered as one of the important parameters of affecting human resource investment is concerned. Next is profitability condition. If my organization is very much profitable, definitely I can go for investing in human resource capital is concerned. If I definitely, I think if I am not getting good profits and I cannot invest in because I cannot sustain in the market itself, how can I invest certain amount of money for training purpose or training, or invest human capital is concerned. So definitely my profitability is considered one of the prime factor which affect the human capital. And as we already discussed, monetary policy, monetary policy, my growth perspective, companies growth perspective will definitely be considered for taking decisions with respect to human capital is concerned. And the last one is availability of necessary resources, efficiency, time factor, size of capital invested, the availability of necessary resources. If I don't have available resources to train the employees or invest in capital, I will not definitely look into the human capital growth is concerned. And efficiency, if the employees which we are going to train them is not are not on par with the efficiency level which I'm looking for, definitely I'm not going to invest in those particular human capital. Next, time factor. If time does not permit, or if you are running out of time, or if my project levels are not my project accomplishment is not on par with the time which I'm looking for, or a time so definitely we'll consider this is a very important factor which affect the human capital or investment is concerned. The size of capital invested. um, my investment capital is this much, and my the employee level or employee skill set development is this much. both the parameters will be considered. If we are on par with both, if both are linked in each other, definitely I'm going for a investment in capital, human capital. Or else if there is any differences between those, or if there is any gap between those two things, definitely I'm not going to invest in human capital is concerned. So this is a very important factor which affect human resource development is concerned. So these are the different benefits which we already discussed in the previous slides, which helps in developing human capital, which in turn develops organizational development. First one is increase employee satisfaction, improve retention rates, develop employee engagement and client engagement, improve return on investment, improved organizational communication, better recruitment, and the last one, greater company culture. Because it is a prime objective of every human resource manager, considering accomplishment of strategies with respect to companies concerned, investing in human capital is very, very important. If we are investing good amount of money to this development of skill set in the organization, the employee satisfaction will be there, retention rate will be reduced, employee engagement will be there, which in turn leads to the client engagement, client morale, employee morale will increase, and the return on investment. We have invested some amount of money to them, and they have rendered more than that. So the return on investment will be more, and this definitely because of the organizational communication. There is no hindrances or gap between communication barriers in the organization. Everything goes very smooth, and which will definitely helps in increasing the organizational productivity and profitability. Next is better recruitment, because we are analyzing the cost and benefit parameter, how many employees we have to be recruited, and how many employees are required for a particular project. Cost benefit analysis, cost volume profit analysis will do, and definitely recruitment will definitely think for a better recruitment perspective. The last one, greater company culture, which because investing human capital, we consider them as an asset to the organization. Definitely, if they are thinking, if they think that they have been considered as an asset to the organization, the culture, the company culture will definitely increase. So with this, I conclude myself with the presentation of different factors which affect human capital concerned. Thank you.